Live, and I'm
Mm.
here with Owen Lean. We're here for the semifinals, and as we look at these matches below us here on the scoreboard, Owen, there is not a bad choice to be had as far as what we should be watching today.
No.
You played in this event. You won a match. Made it to the quarterfinals. We were watching a little bit of your match yesterday, and just congratulations on having a good trials. And
Yes, thank you.
thank you for coming and commentating. And we're going to jump into what we think will be a fan favorite, especially on the YouTube channel here. We're going to watch Gavin Wolpert and Chris Lincoln play Bobby Levin and Steve Weinstein in this set. Now we'll jump around a lot. In fact, when we find an interesting board, which we've already seen something interesting here with a diamond pass a spade, two hearts. Owen. In fact, let's get to the
Hmm.
right table here. So what do we see? Two tricks in, I suppose. So let me click us over to the diagram feed, and we can kind of see what cards have been played. But this was the original hand. Wow, look at that hand! Eight hearts, ace, king, jack, and then king, queen, third, king, double.
He thought he could make two hearts.
What would you? I mean, you.
I mean,
It's
it seems
is it
like there's
walking the
so
dog a little bit? Maybe
a little bit, but like when you have no spades, the auction's just not going to end at two hearts,
he knows
right?
exactly right.
Right. And but by bidding only two hearts, he might, kind of fool the opponents into thinking he has a weaker hand and get doubled later on to his advantage.
Yep.
Or maybe the auction will progress in a way that he's gets a better idea of what's going on. Like maybe his partner raises hearts. I know it's unlikely he has eight of them and such a strong hand,
Right.
but like imagine you have this West hand and your partner raises. Like maybe you want to bid, I don't know, Blackwood or something. Like you do have an amazing hand.
Yes.
Um,
Exactly.
that being said, if he instead say a diamond pass a spade, he overcalled four hearts, or he started with double and now the opponent's bid a lot of spades, he would basically be forced to bidding five hearts or guessing, right? But by
Yes.
bidding two hearts, gives himself a better chance of not having to guess later on.
And we can, as usual, we can always go back and see the frequency on these sorts of hands. So if we see anything interesting, I don't know if you've seen kind of the Love Bridge viewing our view graph platform. It's pretty awesome. We can go back and kind of sweat anything we want. And man, this
And
is
this website is incredible for all those reasons.
yeah, and for this too, just for kind of broadcasting
Mhm.
it, it's just it's really terrific. And the alerts coming in, you get the table alerts that the players are giving each other. It's really great. And welcome to all of you. I see people chatting away on Twitch and on YouTube. Welcome everybody. You have you've waited patiently, and now you have Gavin Wolpert sitting east, and all is right with the world. So we get to sweat Gavin. You know, popular player on this circle
All
here,
right.
Owen. So
Bobby has to be careful here not to pitch a diamond. He has a pretty free spade pitch though, so
there it is.
yeah.
And I'll keep track of the action at both tables here, Owen, and elsewhere for sure. So
Mm,
we'll be abreast of all that's happening here. And
yes.
this is the Rosenthal nickel match. So at the other table, sitting in the north-south chairs, we have John Kraniak and Vince DeMay, another just exciting pair against Hampson Greco, which is just a great table as well. So as we said at the very beginning, all the top pairs are in this set, and
Mm,
we're getting a really
yes.
good look at the best teams in the country here.
Hmm. Indeed, we are. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Sorry.
So he's just finishing up here.
Have an elderly dog who needed to go outside.
All right, this looks like it's going to be down one.
Yes.
And the other
Wouldn't
table
we
is
be?
actually other table's in four spades doubled in the
I
south,
would be disappointed as West if I had that hand and didn't
and went
make
down in
four
four
hearts.
hearts. Right, exactly. That is definitely a hand you don't expect to get beat too often with.
No.
Good morning,
And
Tom.
not, and not get outbid with.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
All
mean,
right, so it's
the reason you haven't seen some of these players yet is because these are the teams that were kind of not in doubt most of the time as far as who was going to win.
Sure.
So now we're getting to see
The
what's
magic that
left.
they have.
Yeah, right.
All right. So let's see. I think Levin and Weinstein play Meckwell here in the balancing seat. I could be wrong, but I think they do. So we'll see if Bobby balances
One of my
with the
favorite
double.
moments was when we were playing. I think Radu and I were playing against Meckwell in some sort of nationals a while ago, and
Sure.
Meckwell came up, and we both were like, "Sorry, what are you guys playing here? What's your agreement?"
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So I think we can confirm there. Oh wait, one suitor or good spades or good hand. Okay, so a little bit more.
Oh, so they're playing don't. It looks like uh, very similar to Meckwell.
Yeah, and he's just trying to kind of. He does have the one suitor variety here, and what's it is. I don't think Chris is gonna want to sell out for much here. What do you think?
No, it'll be interesting to see what their agreement is on West's double of this artificial two club bid.
All right, Mark in the YouTube chat is giving up the World Snooker Championship final to watch this. So welcome to the program, sir. We're glad you're choosing bridge.
That's cool.
And thanks in the Twitch as well. Welcome back, Amy. Welcome back to you also. This is it's a good start to the program. It's a good way to start your Sunday. The best bridge on the planet being played right now, at least. Yeah, we.
Hmm.
There we go. Al, thank you for posting that again because I'm going to actually open that up on my end as well. It could be helpful. The system notes for all the teams. Even
Oh
though
yes,
the alerts here are really amazing, it's kind of nice to know what their options are in certain spots as well.
right.
And here, let me
That's
give
one
those
thing
to you.
that's unique about the U.S. champion like team trials as opposed to like your normal regional or national. Like for these events, teams have to submit their systems in advance so that their opponents have chance to prepare, which helps us out because then we get to use their little cheat sheets, know what they're doing. All right.
All right. Let me.
Oh.
Might get a third commentator in here right now. So let me
Hmm.
effort to get that, and then there we go. There we go. Okay. So they're still playing four spades doubled at the first table. So we'll see what result. What's going on here, Owen?
Oh, sorry.
How we?
So so West did make a takeout double of two clubs, and East West were not about to, or they were could have ended up playing in their 4-3 heart fit, but South reasonably competed based on the law of total tricks and the expected nine card club fit.
Yeah, and the question was, what does the pass say? And the pass just says it was clubs, right? So
Right.
so double says, hey, two clubs allows partner to bid the suit. So this was not natural, and pass just confirms, okay, I just wanted to play clubs, and that's how South
Yeah, I
wants to
mean,
bid three clubs. There's
right. And
Danny.
North was just being, you know, um, proactive and alerting his pass as showing clubs. Like logic would tell us that it shows clubs, but it's still very good form to not leave your opponents guessing when you have an explicit agreement about something with your partner.
Right, right.
Hey,
All
Danny.
right.
Good morning, everybody.
What's up, bud? I'm gonna have your face on camera in a second, but I just need just a sec here. Danny Sprung joining the broadcast, and now we have a full complement. Thank you for joining, and we can now really dig deep into the action here. You like this match? I mean, what's not to like about any of these matches, right, Danny?
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited about both of these matches, and whoever makes the finals, we're gonna have a very good representative for the United States in South America
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
next World Championship.
Yeah, because we have Madala coming from South America, right?
I didn't
And
follow that, but I'm surprised to see the seven of diamonds winning a trick here on power.
should have saved it.
No beer.
No beer for them.
And
I
East is now
think
in
he needed
play.
to keep.
Now he's unplayed. He just gets a little help here, right?
Yeah, he
Either.
needed
Yeah.
to cash the seven of diamonds. He wasn't worried about the beer. He was worried about
Yeah,
the one.
he's worried about this point right here.
Yeah.
And don't forget, in the chats of both YouTube and Twitch, drop in your questions, comments, fears,
So
favorite foods, whatever you want to talk about. We'll try to
So
get to all
if
of it.
Gavin had cashed the ace of spades, uh, Weinstein would have ruffed with the six or higher and crossed back to his five carefully. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, the five of clubs is still there. His carefully preserved five of clubs to get his hard pitch. So whatever he did, he was dead.
Rosenthal up quick 11 because Four Spades Double did something, didn't it, at the other table? They were
Down five.
no, they made it. Made four for
Oh, right.
590. So pick up of
Wow.
11 for Rosenthal real quick on nickel. Nickel started slowly in the last match as well. They were down to Juster pretty much going into the final two sets, I believe, and then they just
Yeah,
kind of
they clawed back some, I believe, in that sixth segment, and then they
yeah, they
took
had
the lead.
it was very close, and then like the last 4 or 5 boards, they had a couple of big swings, and then they kind of never
Mm.
looked back. But
So some interesting decisions here. Weinstein has a normal two heart preempt, although some people might up in three. I know they like to play three hearts at this vulnerability is quite bad. So he has two is his only choice.
yeah, I mean 3 would be
Then
really quite
Malenkin
bad.
has Lincoln has a strong no trump, but very poor 15 and chose to go low red against white, which
And let's get a look at
you
three
know,
spades here to see what they're chatting about here.
It
invitation.
said
Forcing.
no. It says new suit is non-forcing, non-vault. So
So this
I'm
has to
thinking
be
this
their forcing bid, basically.
right.
So they'll probably pay 4 spades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weinstein just had.
Weinstein has an easy four spade, but if he had
I
a
mean,
better,
he kind of has a good hand for Bobby too. He just has the ace of hearts, and that's the only card Bobby needs, right?
if he had a better hand, he might have bid four clubs or four diamonds along the way to say, I've got a really good spade, hand for
He's
Wow.
spade.
he's not gonna do well in 4 spades, unfortunately for them.
I
But
think no. I think he's just stuck with four losers
yeah,
as long as
Yeah.
East
two
stays off the
spades, a
club
diamond,
lead.
and a club. Yeah, and it's probably reasonably easy to stay off a club lead for Gavin here, right? He knows Bobby has a strong hand. He's probably not going to take a risk of leading away from
Right.
him.
Although it might be a situation where it's like, oh, maybe we just need to take three clubs because I have King X of Hearts under the heart preemptor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Club lead is certainly not unreasonable.
yeah, because it looks like hearts are kind of going to do some business with his king being in the slot here. There it is. Wow.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't blame him.
No. If his heart holding were different, even King 30 almost certainly would have led a diamond instead. But King X is just like, even if declares a stiff, they might just be able to take three tricks in the suit.
Yep. So now this is chalk up 420, but I mean, if on a similar type of auction, but I don't know if we can guarantee that either. You can see the same thing happening at another table. So
Yeah, South is surely going to open some number of hearts at every table,
yep.
and North will end up declaring some spade level.
I don't know, but I mean, when you mentioned three hearts, I shuddered inside. I think 3 would seems like even for me like insane, but I'm not playing in this event.
Well, you are
I mean,
favorable, so there's something to be said for boosting it up an extra level when you're favorable and you've got a
I
The
mean, for
suit's
he's
sure.
nice,
usually
but
your hand. So
The thing about opening three hearts on the south hand is you have an ace, which makes it less appealing because that's defense. But if I
yeah.
had, say, Queen Jack 10 6 the hearts in the same hand, I would like open three hearts in a flash
yeah.
because then I have no defense.
Right.
And
The ace without without interior honors is often ace in a rough that beats the opponent's contracts, whereas like King Queen Jack is
Got it.
less likely to be defense for your side. All right, we see a claim here.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So maybe an opportunity, but we'll see what happens at the other table. The other table is on board 2 still, so we're a little ahead here.
So Bobby's playing this out just in case somebody has the King Queen of Hearts and the last and all the diamonds, or the opponents make a mistake, but we can see that they should be able to hold on to the situation here.
I mean, Gavin pitched his last club, so yeah. Oh, I see. King Queen of Hearts and started King Queen Jack 10 of diamonds. Okay.
It's pretty obscure.
Hey, every little imp helps, right?
Yeah.
Especially if
I
you
can
lost by
speak to
one.
that.
Exactly.
I can speak to that.
Now we have the. In fact, all of you. This Owen was on the side of the +1 imp victory in the round of
Hmm.
16. So that was what. By the way, we watched that match in its entirety. It was pretty great. It
Thank you.
was the closest match. It was just like, okay, this is the exciting one. Let's go.
All I know is we were down three going into the last 15 boards, and I said to my team, "All right, let's find four imps." Yeah.
That seems like a pretty easy goal. I like it.
Yeah.
So
I
Lone
get.
White's playing a standard tour one system. He's going to open his better minor one club. Uh, Gavin has a sort of hand that might, yeah, he's going to overcall a diamond.
And
He's
and these guys
read
are both
his
playing.
partnership past hands. He's got nowhere he's really going, but
They're
But he
both
does
playing
have a
the
good
same
lead
similar type
director.
of system too, just 2/1 type stuff
Yeah.
with lots of agreements. I'm sure.
Yeah. Levin and Weinstein play Flannery.
That's what we know for sure.
Yeah, that's about all we know.
so Lemon's going to rebid a no Trump, and Weinstein's going to have an evaluation problem as to what to do with that.
What's that, Jay Frizz?
Feels like two no Trump is normal. I
I
don't know
mean,
if
it's
he might have to
vulnerable.
go
He might
through.
even just been three no vulnerable.
Yeah, he might. He's got a
Then
couple of
again,
tens, and
then
he's
again,
got
my
one of the best
opponent.
declares in the world as his partner.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good question, Double Dummy. These matchups are not decided by selecting your opponent; it's just by the draw. They're
Okay.
seeded in this way. So, but in the World Championships, in fact, the winner of the round robin gets to pick their opponents basically from the lower bracket, like in that event. But
Yeah, there wasn't even
but
a round robin. This was a straight knockout from the beginning.
exactly. So it was just the draw.
Levin and Weinstein, who were on the nickel team, had a bye in the first round because of their performances during the
Yep, they're number one.
Vanderbilt Risinger of the past year. So they not only they get a bye, but they got the one seed. So that was part of the way the bracket was set.
Yep, but I mean, I would say that as the form is playing out here, it looks like Fleischer is the most confident team. Let's just say.
yeah. I mean,
They are running well.
in our match against them over the last 2 days, I can only think of one mishap that happened at my table, and even then, they still bid correctly to their grand slam. So,
Oh,
like,
it's high praise.
they had a keycard mishap. They made three consecutive keycard asks, and
Each
and
person was
they
asking regards to the other one.
So they
yeah.
1 out of 3 they messed up.
It went four diamonds alerted optional keycarding clubs, four hearts alerted as keycarding clubs, four spades alerted as more keycarding clubs.
No, you stop. No, you say. No, you say.
Yeah,
No, you say.
and then finally some like there was over four spades and went like five clubs, which was supposed to be, was theoretically one or four, and his partner bid seven clubs and alerted it as he forgot he can't have one here.
So Levin's in the tank here deciding whether to bid three now or not. Let's look at his hand evaluation problem. He's
Uh,
got the aces, which are good. The
The
10-9 of
Jack of
clubs.
Diamonds not the Jack of Diamonds offers some protection, but it's not clearly worth
Yeah,
anything. And no spade spot to help partner.
yeah.
so Jay Frizz is referencing some Joe Rudy for the Oakland A's. Is that ringing a bell for you, Danny?
Sure, he was a left fielder who made a game-saving catch in I think it was Game 7 of the 1972 World Series.
So,
How's my memory
so
for that?
it sounds like we need you for the sports trivia team for sure. That's a deep dive on a random comment in the chat. Nice. Yesterday devolved into math broadcast. Maybe we can get today to sports. I would like that.
So Notre Dame's going to play very well here
Yeah.
with the Jack 8 of clubs are very nice spots for Bobby. Bobby's
I
a 10 and 5 of clubs.
Yeah, but
And he's
it's oh, and he has an avoidance play available in spades, so he may very well end up with nine tricks.
He's certainly going to take three clubs and two diamonds or five and two arches 7. He doesn't need the once as long as
How's he getting three clubs? He only has one more club to repeat the
oh
solution.
right. He can't pick up the queen fourth.
No, but since East does not have both spades, he can successfully. I mean, he has to guess which major to duck to West, I think, but uh, obviously it's easier to duck a spade.
Simpson's up an
Sad.
early 9-2 against Fleischer. Not that that means anything at the moment, but
Oh, Fleischer's
Fleischer's
losing.
down for the first time in the tournament.
Yeah. So in the second set yesterday against Fleischer, one of my teammates who had not sat out all tournament finally sat out, and after two boards we were leading that set 6-0. He's like, "Oh, found the solution."
Was it Jadon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it.
Yeah. And then we returned to form. All
So
right.
so in the other room, in fact, I think we kind of can see 3-0 or 2-0 is going to be okay here. Can we sweat
Sure.
the auction on this now? The same hand we saw.
All right.
Just
So it
maybe
looks
seeing
like
now it's already
Carignac is
gone.
opening a multi. No,
Yeah.
they're on the earlier hand here,
Exactly.
right?
That's what I mean. This
Yeah.
is
Sure.
hearts are strong without, and then double two spades, which
This is not going to get them the game because two spades, I'm sure, is a pass or correct sort of bid where he wants partner to
No, what was two diamonds alerted as?
it's
Hearts
it's
or strong
hearts or
without?
strong without primary hearts.
Right. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Their two
Yeah.
heart opener is like a coquish.
Okay.
That's right. They were talking about this. They like it.
These two are the system junkies, I would call them.
Yes.
They like a lot, and Vince especially knows. He knows more
So,
about Simpson system than Danny knows about the Oakland A's. I think.
what are we guessing? Two spades here. So alerted.
Yeah, we're waiting for what he's
Okay.
going to tell us. But what would
I'm
what would
guessing
you
that
think
it's
with this? What would doesn't this evaluate as? I mean, I guess I don't know. It depends on if he has a fit in spades. Could it
well,
just
he
be
is
hey,
he is it depends also what their other agreements are. Like
like what's redouble?
what's redouble, right? We're all pretty sure past would suggest playing
He's
two
he's
diamonds.
put it he's put something in there now. We can read what it says.
Yeah, what's
Very
the
good. There
explanation
it
on
is.
two spades?
Natural,
Natural
like
language.
if it went two hearts double. I'm not sure if it's forcing. I
Uh
think it is, but not 100. Well,
uh
well described, Vince.
I will say the convention card says that a new suit would be forcing here, but the double changes
The
things
double is yeah.
probably.
They haven't referenced that probably deep enough.
Right. What's your preference after a week two and it goes double, like two hearts double? Would you play like if you normally played two spades as forcing, would you still play that as forcing?
Danny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my personal preference is to play that new suits are forcing opposite a vulnerable preempt, but not opposite a non-vulnerable preempt.
And does an opposing double change that for you?
So if it went like two arch double two spades, no, I don't think
Yeah.
it does.
Okay.
And that's just and it's clear the way he alerts this that this is just he's not exactly sure what
Sure.
what it is here for them either. But
So
this will
that's
be a swing back to nickel because they did
yeah.
play
You
four
notice
spades with
that
the other
Greco
guy.
did not lead a club from the queen third. So in theory, Vince and Cran will think, oh, this isn't a bad result. 140 is
Right,
all
right.
we can make. But
Different
yeah, they're
auction produces different things, and
Right. I mean, East's goal over defending two spades is very different than defending four.
sure.
all right. So they're back. They're starting board 5 now at the other table. We can kind of see the writing on the wall here. So let's jump back to our feature table.
How many
Yes.
no Trump did he make on four?
On number 4, he made. In fact, give me a second. He made 3, 150.
Okay, that's what we were expecting, right?
Yep.
This board has a lot of interest, so it's going to go club a diamond. Then, unless they have a special bid for both majors, I'm assuming Weinstein will bid a spade.
They do play reverse Flannery, but I don't know if it's on after interference.
Okay, so yeah, so he could bid something like two spades, showing
That would be lovely.
five spades and four more hearts invitational.
Yeah. I mean,
Ish.
The fact that he's thinking means he probably has one of those toys in his bag. Otherwise, he'd just be bidding a normal one spade here.
sure. I mean, it's an interesting hand to evaluate. You have the fifth heart and an ace and a king, which is nice, but the jack of diamonds is dubious.
Right.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you
I mean,
make
Chris has a very nice hand for diamonds, to be fair.
Yeah, Chris is going to be.
yeah.
I mean, he's going to be doing something as well. If Steve
I,
does show both majors, it kind of makes. All
yeah,
right, let's
there we
see what it
go.
is. There it is.
It's both majors and
5 spades,
limited.
4 hearts. So there it is,
It's
reverse
less than
Flannery. Less than invite. Oh, okay. Do you think they have both versions?
Yeah, two spades is going to be the
The
invitational version.
invitational version. Nice.
Yeah.
That's system, folks, at high levels. Check this out. And now Chris is like, whoa, wait a second.
I suspect he's going to find a cubit of some sort. Perhaps I'm not sure if two
Well,
spades
I
or
mean,
three clubs.
Well, and here you're testing your methods in a new partnership now as well. Here we go.
very likely from Chris's perspective. Okay, my partner has 4 spades.
Hmm.
Um, we don't know how many hearts, but he can't have a lot of hearts or clubs. And who knows? I don't know. I would probably just start with 2 spades as West, go from there.
So
Um, I don't want to jump to 3 spades, assuming that would be a splinter because I don't have 4 diamonds.
Yeah,
Well,
he makes
he's
the
just
practical
going for the
5
pressure.
diamond.
Yeah.
there it is. Make them make a decision. I've made mine.
I think their decisions are both going to be go quietly here.
Yeah,
Seems like
that's
it,
what I would
right?
expect.
Especially Weinstein has to be pretty confident. He's described his hand.
Hmm.
And
How we doing, by the way? I guess it depends on the lead. Trump lead is probably something they
Trump
might
well, Trump League blows up the suit.
was the suit,
blows up the soup, but it
Kills a rough.
might get
I
them
think
a
it's
little.
just down 1 on any lead. Like they just lose a spade, a club, and a diamond on a non-Trump lead.
Yeah, he probably just leads a club anyway.
Yeah, I would lead my partner's stiff.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty juicy lead. I mean, we're looking at the hand, but
Well, for sure, if I'm doubling, I am definitely leading the
yes,
stiff
yeah.
club.
And let that be a lesson to you folks. If you're gonna double, just make sure you know what you're leading before. Just
Well,
don't,
the appealing thing about leading the stiff here is often if they don't draw your trumps right away, then
you score
they're-
maybe both.
right. So it has a similar effect to a trump lead, in that you're almost forced them
They're
to
in
draw
a rush
trumps
to
on a
draw
lot
Trump.
of layouts.
Interesting. Yeah,
Right.
it's a forced
Yeah.
Trump tap somewhere.
Yeah.
So we've been doing something, and I think we should continue this because it's kind of fun. At some point, we'll take control of a player and just kibitz them for a hand, right? So we're at a good table. We're ahead, so we won't sweat a result.
Yeah.
Which player would you like to sweat, gentlemen?
Ooh.
Who do you want to be for a hand is the question. Which mind do you want to dig deep into? I have my pick.
Well, I want to make sure it's one I'm not afraid to get lost in.
I have my pick. I know whose mind I would want to like.
I think I know who your pick is, and I was leaning that way just because I think it'd be fun.
I thought Weinstein.
Oh, I was wrong. I
Who?
thought
Honestly, it's a
Gavin.
good
You
choice.
thought Gavin?
Yeah.
Danny?
I'm all aboard on Wines with Weinstein.
Okay.
He and I go way back in a lot of different ways.
All right, good.
I'll tell you this. I've been lucky recently to get to team up with Bobby Levin at regionals and stuff, and going over hands with him, everything is just so simple and clear.
Yeah.
It's like it's amazing, and like to like
He'll take a couple
sweat.
seconds and go,
Right.
this is the 9 trick. This is your 9 trick.
Yeah. Yeah, and so to sweat a hand either with Stevie or
So now
Bobby
you have a little
would just be
experience
great.
across the table from Bobby, so this will be a good one. So
Yeah,
after this hand, as long as we, if we see like a 2 count there, we'll save it for another time. But we'll
sure.
sweat Steve's hand and see if we can get something done interesting.
Yeah,
And here we are playing 5 diamonds doubled, club lead. Gavin's
and
taking a look.
Gavin's like, oof, not looking good.
Yeah, he's like, how do I get everything done that I need to get done? I don't.
If we can take two aces and nine trump tricks, that's 11. But I don't think he
What
can
is he
do
just do?
that.
Is he going to play club, ace of hearts, rough of hearts, spade rough? Is he just going to try to cross rough at the beginning and see how much damage he
Yeah,
can do?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, his only real hope, I think, given the cross-off line is not going to produce extra tricks besides his
Yeah.
aces and his trump tricks. The only other hope would be to set up one of his 5 card suits in partner's hand.
But given the double, it's very unlikely that clubs are splitting. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
without a double, you might hope that South was say 5-4-1-3, and
Mhm.
that you could duck a club force an honor from North, and then maybe play a club to the Jack. That might be an option too. But with like South, I just don't see South doubling with what Declara can see is no aces and a stiff diamond and 3 clubs. Like,
Why does Declare know that South doesn't have an ace?
well, I mean,
I mean, he has the ace of spades, so
he no Declara has 3 aces between him and Dummy. Like,
right.
um, I meant like he doesn't have like 2 aces facing an opening partner or something
Sure.
like.
We
Guys,
can actually make a pretty good inference he has the ace of spades. Not that that does us much good, but
Sure,
we
yes,
have heard Bathurst playing 4 spades doubled at their table with the north-south cards on this end. And that's with not as aggressive a preempt as West. North got to bid 4 spades after.
yeah. I mean, it looks like 4 spades is just down. I think it was down 1. Maybe they can get it down more if they stay off a diamond lead, but as long as they lead their partner's suit. Diamonds are frozen anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
4 spades by is it by north or by south?
It's by south, so the partner of the diamond overcaller is on lead, and they did lead a diamond.
So they can just go ace of hearts, heart rough, club over, heart rough.
Well, it looks like it's probably going to go. Yeah, it's going diamond to the ace
heart,
right now, and then queen of heart probably over.
the second heart can be roughed high by Declare, and then he can hook you out of the spade. So
I will keep you posted. Here, we're just going to see as we thought, right? Try to get as much done. So yeah, now it's gone down 1 already over there after the heart rough club to the ace.
yeah, it's sort of what figured like to happen. And if he plays the heart now, I guess Declare has to rise.
Yeah, he has to figure out to play king of spades and do what you said, just hook him for the queen.
What if Rosenthal just gained a bunch of imps? Oh, they must have bid that 3-0 and made it.
Yeah,
They did, yes. In fact, they were 3-0, making exactly 3 for the 10 imp swing. So, but this hand
It's
has
that
some
good old
interest as
game
well.
bonus.
And now they are on the hand that we are watching as well. So all matches are on hand 5, I believe. Even the partner table to this match are also just bidding the hand. I think South got to show both majors after a diamond overcall.
Someone should talk to Vincent Cran about how to fill out a convention card. They have their 2 heart opener list that they describe it as 5+ hearts game forcing, and then on the row of boxes below that they checked weak.
Good luck guessing what we play.
Yeah.
Well, I like
Two-way.
someone was reading off Zia's system card, and it's just like Zia does what Zia is gonna do sometimes.
Yeah.
So back on this hand, the Levin was able to pitch his spades away and overrough the last spade. So I think he's going down 2 now.
Let's see.
Oh, so he still has to lose
A diamond and a spade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That last spade rough didn't live.
Right. I didn't foresee him getting to pitch away his spades and the hearts, but of course.
Yep, there it is.
300 for your north south.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
This is being Steve Weinstein, gentlemen. Here we are.
Oh, you picked a beautiful hand for us.
Let's be Steve Weinstein in the next hand. Let's be Steve Weinstein in the next hand. If we see a bad hand, we can back off. We can back off a little bit. All right, so
meanwhile, this looks like a.
I mean,
looks like there might be
we-
7
we-
spades for his
We were
flush.
talking about his aggressive 3-level preamps. Maybe he opens 3 hearts.
No, he's not the dealer though.
I know.
There was a question on the last hand. Would Gavin have been better to pitch a club on the heart that North didn't rough? Was that anything in the offing there? Just catching up with the chat.
Pitch a club on the heart.
I think Gavin's concern with doing that is that they would now shift to a trump. All right, so we have an off-shaped 2-0 here.
There it is. Is
And,
that no? Okay, that's diamonds.
yeah.
So that
Fortunately, it appears that it does not
lead
matter
direct
which
for Bobby.
suit East-West play in.
They're just
But
gonna make
spades
a lot of
is the
tricks.
spades is the better suit to be in.
And it's
But no
Grand
trump is
Slam.
the best of them all.
yeah, no trump is good because if either pointed suit runs for is that right? 5 spades, 3 hearts?
Well,
No, it's only
if,
6 no trump, but 7 is good for
no.
Maybe.
Well,
spades or
the thing
diamonds,
about
whatever.
7 no trump is like you might have to draw trump, or spades is like you can't really draw trumps and then rough the diamond and then get back to dummy. Right, so
that's a
you
good
actually
point.
still
Yeah.
kind of need the diamonds.
You need
The diamonds to run, or you don't. But I guess 7 no and 7 spades are the same because 7 no is slightly better.
board 5
it-
Cran and Vince playing 4 spades undoubled in
Feels like seven no trump is quite good because you can make it if the diamonds run. That's 6 diamonds. A club is 7. 3
And if
hearts.
they don't run, but spades and hearts do,
yeah, you
Right.
need both of
Also
those to
fine.
run. Yeah.
Or there's
well, the 10 of hearts does give you
Right,
extra-
jack, short jack, and also
squeeze chances too.
sure.
Yes, lots of squeeze
All right, so
chances.
4 diamonds is reject. I think showing club control. I like.
Yeah.
It's a newer partnership, right? So they're like, okay, this is.
Probably they have the general principle that after a lead directing double by an opponent, they would just pass without a control.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
so,
sense.
Anyway, we're going to see Chris now bid 4 hearts to demand key cards. At least I expect we will.
It's a nice hand.
It is.
We picked the wrong player. We should have sat as Gavin this time, but we're gonna stick to Weinstein.
It'll be interesting to see if Chris's Queen of Clubs just got devalued by the double.
And
Yeah.
partner having the light.
A club control. Yeah, well, that club control could be if it's the king, that could be a useful pitch.
Good point.
But he's probably just going through here trying to figure out what 4 diamonds means after the double.
So if he does bid key card, he's going to find out obviously that his side has all the key cards and the queen of trumps, but that doesn't really get him particularly close to having 13.
No, then he would need his partner to have a 5-card suit headed by the missing honors.
So the
Yeah.
question in the Twitch chat is why not open 1 spade? And here this hand is, I mean, you could open 1 spade, but this gets to show your values right away at least.
Right.
I actually got one spade just because my
You
suits
can,
are so good, and I feel like two-note trump is just, you know,
yeah, it's a style type of thing for
but the other upshot of 2-0 is like, starting with no trump in a non-partnership is usually good. Your partner's going to know pretty early on
your methods
what.
are, yeah.
Right.
I
You open a
agree with that as
spade.
far as I agree with that as far as one no trump, but with two no
Yeah,
trump, it makes slam bidding hard,
sure.
and
Got it.
you could bid your suits in the right order. If you had four spades and five hearts, I'd be more inclined to agree with the two no trump opener. But with
All
five,
right, they're gonna play six diamonds. It looks like, and that's gonna be a tasty spot.
so this is an opportunity
A little
for
too
the
tasty.
team.
Right. Well, I mean, the question is, will Greco Hampson play precision? Correct.
They will start with the strong
Right.
club,
So
which
they'll
will leave
start with
them
a
much
strong
They'll
better.
club. They'll get
start
to probably pattern out. Yeah.
strong club pass two diamonds, 12 or more with diamonds.
And then, holy cow, let's
Now it'll go two spades by East, presumably, and West will raise.
and maybe they get to
But
play
all
seven.
presumes that North won't interfere with the auction with his seven clubs at favorable.
Oh, he might pop in there with four clubs. That would be a smart bid, if
I'll tell you what,
favorable.
guys. I will.
Yeah, that would make things more difficult.
I will
Actually,
tell you what happens because that's Vince
let's
too.
go there now because
Let's
this
go.
You want to go? You want to go?
yeah.
Let's
Let's
do it.
go. Let's go on an adventure.
That board was
All
clearly
right.
You want to take some wagers, guys?
I
Like we
bet Vince
did,
bids
Larry.
four club.
Do you guys have a way? Do you think he will act or no,
Oh, he'll definitely act.
Danny?
And
Yeah, I think so too. I think Owen's prediction of a club pass, two diamonds, four clubs is right. And now, um, a lot of strong club pairs have lots of different ways to continue with the East hand, and
pass double inversion.
yeah, that sort of thing where he can
Yeah.
show stronger hands and flexible hands. And I mean, if two diamonds is six, does two diamonds show six diamonds?
No, it I think
Wooldridge
I
Granger
I,
and seven
I think
diamonds.
I think it could even be 5-3-3-2.
Okay.
So did you hear that, guys? Wooldridge Granger currently seven diamonds against Bathurst Herd.
Yeah.
Other table hasn't played that yet, but they're in the
Oh,
grind
he
at that table.
passed.
Yeah.
Wow, he's giving
Ooh,
Greco and Hampson's
I should have wagered against both of you. My goodness, lost
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, I think this is going to make it easy for them to reach seven of something.
And
Maybe
you were right about that. Is it 12 plus? Yeah, there it is. Magic.
yeah. I would have even given odds. I'm disappointed in Vince.
Yeah.
You want me to pass that message on to him, or
Yeah, sure, why not?
someday
He'll
you get
just beat
a
me
little
up
knock
next
on the
time
door?
I see him. Yeah.
I tell you what, Vince is. I think it was laundry day. He's the best dressed player in the event yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he had on these like nice pants and like this nice shirt.
He must have gone to sleep in the wrong room.
One club, two diamonds. Well, we had a fire drill here last night, by the way, gentlemen. So at like 11 o'clock at night, the most piercing sound ever. So half the bridge players get woken up out of their sleep. So there may be a little tension at the tables this morning.
So I'm surprised Greco's thinking for so long here. Well, I'm not sure.
So
All right.
No Trump. No alert.
this is probably just some sort of balanced type hand.
Yeah, and they've got continuations here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
they
if,
have relays.
for example, his partner bids 3-0 over 2-0, which he wouldn't on this hand, but I'm sure he can now bid something like a forcing four spades, or he's obviously opposite 12. He's obviously not going to settle.
I
less
think
than
his
slam.
biggest concern is if he bids two spades, that it might be hard. I don't know their methods, but it might be harder in their methods to recover to a 4-4 hard fit.
We had a 2-0 opener by Joe Grew also. So, I mean, you see the style of each of those players, Gavin and Joe, on the same page there.
Well, like look at the upshot of the 2-0 opener is like now North gets frozen out of preempting the auction.
Good point. And
Yeah, but opposite a one spade past two diamond start.
Wooldridge opened one
Lost
spade though.
field.
Yeah, it was Wooldridge who went a spade, two diamonds, two hearts, two spades, two no, three spades, four clubs, and then shebang all the way to seven diamonds.
So let's see what three clubs is. Some sort of ask of
Yeah, let's
No,
see.
I think it's something else.
6
Six
plus
diamonds
diamonds
and
and some
some shortage.
shortage. Okay,
Hmm.
that's interesting. And then when he finds out it's club shortage, that's going to be exciting for Greco.
The English players will love that he said shortage rather than shortness.
That's true. Shortage seems weird, but
I teamed up with a couple of Englishmen recently, and every time I said shortness, they went
what are you
like,
talking?
yes. All
All
right, so
right,
we're
so he's
gonna
going to
ask
find
for the
out that his partner's
shortness,
got
and
short clubs.
yeah,
I'm pretty
He
sure my
won't know.
ex-girlfriend broke up with me because my English accent was terrible.
He won't. He won't know that. I mean, he's going to know 6-1 in the minors or six plus and one in the minors, but he won't know that. Partner could be say 2-3-7-1, so he won't know that he has a
Has a
secondary
spade
spade.
fit.
But
Yeah,
yeah, but he can still count a million tricks.
and
We
yeah,
that's
haven't
obviously
shown
when he
low
finds
shown
out about the
clubs.
aces,
clubs.
all the key cards.
I think we're now going to see a key card bid from East
So this will be four
for
hearts here.
whatever. I mean,
Whatever their agreement is here for
whatever
to
their
get to
agreement
diamond
is.
key
Yeah.
cards. He's gonna be delighted with 3, and then he
He'll
knows partner
probably
has ace king 6. He has queen 10. He knows partner has the ace of
he
spades.
he'll probably just bid 7-0.
Yeah, or at least 7 diamonds. You think?
Yeah, but he knows if his partner's 3-3-6-1 without the jack of diamonds, it's 7-0 is best.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a swing for. I mean, if they bid it, obviously.
So that's
It's a swing.
a good point about the missing the jack of diamonds. When you're looking for small slams, you're often worried about missing the queen of trumps. When you're looking for grand slams, you want to make sure you have the jack of trumps or 9 of them, because when you don't, then you're subject to a 4-1 split, which automatically makes a grand slam a little bit of a questionable
Yeah.
position if anything else
Uh,
doesn't happen.
it seems like Hampson's a little unsure of their agreement here now. They might have done some recent changes.
Someone also agrees that shortness is quote just wrong. It's either short or shortage. Apparently.
Yes, I
Dave
am
7 no Trump.
I'm getting that ness word out of my vocabulary as quickly as possible.
I didn't know
We
how
could settle
offensive
this
it
and
was.
just call it a splinter in clubs.
Yeah. So there you go. As predicted, there's key card and diamonds from East. And these
I believe
guys,
Let's
they
see.
if these guys have been playing together for so long, they know their methods.
yeah.
Backwards, forwards.
Let's see which
Inside
grand
out.
slam Greco chooses. So Rosenthal was up 3 imps going into this board, and presumably they're going to be losing 13.
Quite a bit. Yep.
Yeah, there's a
Very
0-3
high scoring match so far.
response.
Yeah. Exactly.
I thought it was funny in that round of 16 match. We were the second lowest scoring match, and we exchanged 493 M's.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
they played
But
7 no
well
Trump.
done. Right.
You're having a kind of a rough scoring day when you play 7 diamonds and you lose 2 imps. Because in the Fleischer Simpson match, Gru Moss bid to 7 no Trump, opposite the 7 diamond bid by Granger Wooldridge, and that's
Well,
Fleischer.
not only was it a better grand slam, but they do get the extra 2 imps for.
And same thing here, 7 no Trump at this table. We are dancing.
All right, do you want to go back to our main table?
I think we
Yeah,
should,
so
and
let's
I
see if
think.
Stevie's gotten a good hand.
Well, have you looked at it yet? Have you guys seen it?
No.
No?
All right, stay right there. Stay right there. I'm gonna try to do this
not gonna watch.
magic style. Don't do anything. Here comes being Steve Weinstein.
All
Can
right.
you see it?
Perfect.
Okay, magic.
Beautiful.
We've dropped into a beautiful hand for Steve. We are going to try to either figure out what we're going to do. Here we would probably
obviously
make some
bid
sort
2
of game
clubs.
forcing bid.
Yeah.
We can figure this
I-
one out. There it is.
Yeah.
And this is probably just some sort of nebulous game force for them, you would guess. Yeah, 2+ game
Yeah.
forcing. Really nice hand. 2
So
no.
over 2 no, he's likely to bid 3 hearts, even though his partner denied 4 hearts. If he bids 3 hearts, he's going to sort of describe where his values are and let partner know that he really had
Just-
clubs as well.
Does 2 no for them deny a pure minimum? Would they rebid 2 spades with a minimum and forego 2 no Trump, or would 2 no Trump just be
I would doubt
no?
that.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
think it's mostly about stoppers.
Understood.
So I like three hearts here. How about you, Ellen?
Yeah, it's great. If partner's looking at the Queen of Hearts, he'll love that. He'll know I have real clubs.
So
We
then,
also get to find out if partner's strong spades because it gives partner a chance to bid three spades.
Yeah.
right. So if we do bid three hearts, which I'm pretty sure he will bid, and partner bids three, no, what's our next
Um,
solve?
yeah.
He just bid four no natural. Interesting.
Hmm.
I was thinking
That
three hearts, and then if partner bids three no, we can bid four no natural then.
right. Ooh, snap pass. All right. Our day is Bobby Levin or Steve Weinstein seems to be over.
Right, but we can now play as Bobby Levin now.
We
Right,
can
so
Ooh.
declare
so
that.
so
Yeah.
let's now take our helmets off and jump into Bobby's brain to play this
Yes.
one. We're gonna keep it oriented this way, just because it makes sense, because we're sitting south. But let's see what Gavin leads and see what Bobby has. And Bobby has a
Oh,
dumpster fire. Not really,
he's like, I
but
hope I make this.
wow, King of Clubs is going to be somewhat helpful. Interesting choice
Yeah.
of leads here. We don't know what.
He
I don't
is.
think.
He just has 12 tricks.
Yeah,
Two
four no's
clubs, two
not a thing
diamonds,
anymore.
four hearts, four spades.
Yeah. So we have gotten into our YouTube chat as well. And are you ready for the shortness conversation? Shortage pertains to quantity, which it sounds right. Lack of a specific thing. Shortness is a spatial distance. I see. But
Ah.
now, what's shortness of breath? Or
Ooh.
is it shortage of breath? I have
Sounds like
not.
it's shortage of breath.
I don't
All right,
know.
Ah.
All right,
let's go
let's
back
stop
to the
being Steve.
regular
Let's
wheel.
stop being Steve Weinstein. Let's go
Yeah,
back to
we've been Steve for too long.
that was we didn't get too much out of that because the play was going to be so simple as well. So we'll
Yes.
maybe jump. And in fact, I'm giving you guys the wrong feed here. Let's
He only had the one bidding decision too, so it wasn't. Yeah.
yeah. As I make you guys motion sick here. Here's our here's our table.
All right.
All right, so it's got a club, and East has made a powered double. Like the double wasn't power itself, but double and bid his slam.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going to
So
double and intending to bid his suit next. Now, when partner bids hearts,
he might double a second time now.
yeah. Usually a second double here shows obviously a bunch of extra values and exactly three cards in partner suit. If you have four, you raise to the appropriate level. If you have two, that means you have some sort of other sort of takeout double and want to do something.
He's made the practical choice of bidding his nearly solid five-card suit.
All right, the chat just cracked me up to the point of like,
Are you suffering a shortage of breath?
the shortage of breath is the conversation, but someone said shortage of breath comes up from the other end, and that just struck me funny. I'm sorry.
Whoever that was, well done. Well
L
done.
L, thank you for making that.
All right, so Lincoln has made a takeout double here. It looks like anyway. Like,
No, he certainly intended to be takeout. It seems a little
sure.
strange to be making a takeout double here, but I mean, his hand certainly warrants it. But what would one do if really wanted to defend three clubs?
I think it's just a frequency thing, right? Like they bid and raised clubs. It's not like North is bidding on his own. Um, Question is, does Gavin now just bid four hearts or three hearts or?
Yeah, I'm expecting four hearts.
Yeah, the hand is so prime.
Right. And if
You've
his
got
partner's
you've got
willing to
18,
act and then double.
you've got partner showing some values, even though they respond to only one part.
I mean, just change the queen jack. I mean, even with the queen jack of diamonds, it's on a finesse that rates to work and a trump split, of course. But
He
just
just-
change West queen jack of diamonds to the king, and it's much better.
What happened there? Not sure what happened, guys.
Oh.
Sorry about that. But
had a little blackout.
Yep, that happens maybe once a session. Actually, it's weird.
We've been hacked.
It's probably my end.
All right. Well, this
So
I
will
would
they
expect
just
to
walk
end the
in?
auction, but I mean, West's double was aggressive as it was.
Yeah, he does pass.
It's one nice thing about overbidding a little bit early in the auction. You don't have to worry about catching up later on.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, where people pass sort of like 11-ish or bad 12s, and then they feel like, oh, they can just go nuts later
Yeah.
because they have it in their hand, but forgetting they still need to take tricks in order to make their
All
point.
right. Well,
Yeah.
this lead will set even three hearts.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, spades are 3-3.
yeah, he could do well.
Win- Yeah, South can win. South could actually really maybe bamboozle declare there by ducking because the eight of diamonds would
Oh,
be unreadable to declare.
That would be a big play.
Yes, find out your partner is a stiff diamond. Oops.
Stevie saves that for the finals, I think.
Yeah, and it's a very hard play to make in tempo too.
So if he
Yeah,
continues diamonds trying to get his partner's rough later on,
then a
pitch a
club
club
goes
away.
away. Yeah,
If he takes his clubs, now his entry to give his partner the diamond rough goes away.
right.
Can have your cake and eat it too.
Hmm. North needed to have the other three card major for this defense for this lead to have prevailed.
So notice he played the two of diamonds back. That suit preference, telling partner I've got a club entry. Yeah, well, we'll just play 3 rounds of spades and pitch a club away.
Yep. And even if the third spade gets roughed, it's still a loser on loser play, so he's no worse off.
Other table
But
is just
Even goes
almost
as far
two
as
full
the
boards
fourth spade.
behind.
So the fourth spade is going to force them to rough when you pitch your club, and now potentially you can avoid losing a heart if hearts were 4-1. Or not.
Or
that's a
Surprised he
interesting
didn't
play.
pitch his club there, but
is it going to
Hmm.
matter? As it turns out, it doesn't
no. But say
look
Bobby
like
had
it.
the 10 of
But
hearts, he could now underlead a club to his partner and get
and get
rough with
a
the 10 of
rough over
hearts.
the
That
declare
would have
side.
worked
Yeah.
if he had the 10 or the 9, right? Like,
Well, the nine got rough. Nine was the card that rough Stevie out.
right, but I mean, before the first round of or the fourth round of spades was played, it was all a vacuum.
Rosenthal gained 5 on board 7. That was just the hand where we played 3 clubs at this table. They played 1 spade in the West and went down 1. So 5 in swing there.
This is a potential pickup for Rosenthal, having stopped short of a vulnerable game that ends up not making.
Yep. Yeah, no push boards yet. Exactly. We're watching a good match.
The kind of 140 you feel a little good about, but a little dirty too.
You feel like you should have bid it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Joining from all over the world. It's morning in the UK or whatever, evening in the UK, morning elsewhere. I don't know what day it
So
is,
here,
guys.
here we have a style response question. Does Malenkin pass one club or not with
I would
his?
say no. What do you guys think?
I think
If he gets the
vulnerable he
opportunity.
will pass. I think vulnerable he'll pass, but
Okay,
I could be wrong.
You could easily be, as here, you would be
Oh,
fine.
there you
there it
go.
is.
But
I'm doing well in this guessing game here.
Yeah, this is why I don't make wagers.
Oh yeah, 4:30 a.m. and I think Welsh Rabbit. Is that New Zealand or is that Australia? Okay, I know it's one or the other. I think that's early. Welcome. Good morning.
so one of Trump's
Or
going to
maybe it's good
come.
night. It could be good night.
Yeah. Are you coming home from the bars or are you just waking up? That's either way. Welcome to the Bridge broadcast.
Now, Stevie has an interesting lead problem against one of Trump. His best suit is a bit on his right, but um, Yeah, I
The
think
only
he's gonna.
time is right he doesn't have four of clubs in this auction is this exact distribution.
Here's the 4 of club lead. And what is he? Yeah, he has three, four,
I
four
see four short
tricks.
tricks.
4 tricks.
Yeah.
He can
Probably gonna,
he can divine the spades.
or I mean, he's just gonna start playing on hearts.
That's possible.
It's kind of hard to resist playing spades, though, right?
Well, the problem with just playing on hearts on this hand is that the opponents can shift to diamonds at some
And
point.
also, you're gonna have to start pitching things on clubs at some point, also, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be pretty brutal. He probably wants to get his tricks ready as quick as possible.
I think he's just going to go after spades and hope for the best there.
It's confirmed. Welsh Rabbit is a good person. They went to bed early. They're just up early. No partying.
All right.
Did you guys celebrate your properly for your trials run, Owen?
Oh yeah,
Good.
we went out to a really nice dinner and yeah, we like it. We just we were over the moon.
Yeah.
Gavin's
So
up to four tricks now. He's
yeah,
got to decide
now we
spades.
can see what's up with the spade suit here if he wants to give it a shot. And if he gets it right, he's going to get 3 spades,
Mm,
2 clubs, and a
No,
diamond.
I could get three spades.
Oh, sorry, he has no entry to dummy.
that's the problem with bidding with 3-point hands.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
no
you're
entry.
not getting there too often.
Well, I think if he had passed one club, that might have ended up buying the contract anyway. Bobby had a balanced 11. He might have balanced with one no trump with three low clubs, but he might have just let it go.
Yeah, and it's the same contract.
Interesting.
Yeah, one
But
club doesn't play any
but
better.
I feel like your odds of getting doubled after responding one spade are much higher than after passing one club.
Well, I don't know about that because sometimes it'll go club pass, and now 11 can be up with a double.
Okay, and now I can run to all three suits at the one level.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Fleischer
Yeah.
just scored a.
Spades. So I think that's just going to limit Declare to.
Fleischer played 6 spades on board 8. Heard Bathurst for a 10-imp swing. This was King Queen Jack 10-9 fifth of spades opposite 2 small.
Yeah.
They
played six spades on that board with
they-
that. So
they did.
that basically needed the club finesse. Is that correct?
yeah, and that is
And they needed no rough.
yeah. They I'm not sure if they had the best. Just went like 2 diamonds preempt, 2 spades, 3 diamonds, and then they just bid a lot. What are we keeping you up, Owen? Do you want a little nappy poo?
Yes.
Danny, are you around for the second set?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
All right, sweet. Well, Owen too. No, I'm asking you both, but I assumed you were in, Owen.
Oh, absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right, good.
This is fun.
I like this, yes, especially if there's comments like the chat is blowing up here.
Yeah. I love hearing what the viewers have to say.
There we go again.
Yeah, you know what? That is me. That's just me changing screens to the 2-table view. It's weird. I will not do that again. We have found the problem, and now, wow, we could have been Steve Weinstein on this hand.
Yeah.
So how many hearts is Gavin going to bid? He'll probably bid 3 hearts over a spade.
I think he'll
it's good.
I think he'll bid
Just
two.
get in there with 2.
Yeah.
Is that because the suit is kind of sketch, or just kind of it's just
Also,
normal
you
to
have
just
two
bid this
you
way?
have two
Yeah, it's a good
aces.
hand.
You like.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the hand where they don't make anything and you go for 1100.
Gotcha.
So Bobby's going to, sorry, Stevie's obviously going to make some sort of spade raise, hopefully showing shortness.
Yeah, it's just a question of well, 3 hearts isn't it would be ambiguous. So
Right.
does he go for the overbid of 4 hearts? Or does he just kind of hedge and bid 4 spades, or does he jump to 3 spades, which is I think the technical bid,
I think he's a little too strong for three spades.
yeah,
I mean, he's got 14. He's got a good five card suit. He's got a void, and the punts are showing values in his void suit. So I mean, his hand is just
right.
too for an
I
invitation.
mean, but it feels like it's not quite good enough for four hearts. I might just bid four spades. I don't know. I don't want them to get together. Like, I don't want to give West a chance to say double four hearts and now they get together.
So I have a radical idea for this and other auctions, which is um,
All
that
right.
I like to play both four diamonds and four hearts are splinters and hearts,
Yeah.
Okay.
one stronger than the other, because you're very unlikely to have a splinter in a fourth suit when the opponents have overcalled.
It's also just consistent that when they interfere, we can only splinter in their suits.
Right. They can only splinter in their suits, but we want to have two ways to do it, not just one. Here,
Yeah,
Sure.
four
you want
hearts
to
doesn't
have
give partner
the
any room at all.
So say it when a club passes spade and there was a two diamond overcall.
Right.
Would you have four diamonds and four hearts?
Yes.
Okay.
So obviously Bobby is loving life when he hears partners short hearts.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yep. I mean,
Slam is good on the north south cards.
and let me
Or
highlight that for
reasonable
everybody.
anyway.
Everybody paying attention at home. When your partner shows shortness and you have that suit, 9-4 deuce, that is amazing. It means every point in your hand is fitting in with partner's hand. So it's really terrific.
It's
So
like it's like if you pictured a traffic like driving down the road with a row of traffic signals, you would be seeing green all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
the only issue is here Stevie did not show his void. He just showed his three key cards.
Right.
Yep.
So Bobby thinks they're off two aces, which they
Right, but I think Stevie's going
are.
to carry on. Like first of all, he has three, which yes,
Right.
he's known to have, but he also has the void. I think he's going to
Intuit that it's right to continue because he
yeah.
hasn't shown this specific thing.
I mean, he's missing only one key card in his own hand,
Well,
right?
he doesn't know. I mean, presumably Levin has something, but he doesn't know about the Queen of Trumps.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, and there's some talk in the chat about just the kibitzing experience, and that's why this technology is amazing. A lot of people like to listen on Twitch, and we thank you for that. So keep doing that. But also have your love bridge open too. You can bounce around to the tables and see the action. And if you see anything that we haven't seen yet, let us know. We'll
It's one of the
about it.
most amazing things about this platform is you have a perfect record of what everyone did.
At all times too. You can go back into the
Yes.
archive. In fact, we'll do some highlight reels after this event and get some gold out of that.
So
Whatever you do,
is there any handling problem here in six spades? They lay the ace of hearts and we have to rough it.
clubs are 3-3, spades are 3-2. I don't foresee any problems.
Well,
How are they getting everywhere to do everything? Because does the stiff diamond come into play at all or no? In Gavin's
They
hand?
don't need to do everything with clubs 3-3. Like
Oh,
they
gotcha.
just
They
have
just need
winners.
to see. Yeah. They don't need to rough
Now
the hands.
he might like say there's like a so Gavin for sure knows that Weinstein has a heart void now.
mhm.
Yeah, because he continued to six spades after partner signed off, basically. So
In a situation where he was already known to have three key cards,
yep.
right? Like it's pretty common to have the agreement that if it's ambiguous whether you could have 0 or 3, that partner signs off, and that's basically pass or correct for 3.
So it'll be a sweat for Bobby a bit if it goes diamond lead here, because now he has to lose the ace of spades and hope that But
Right, but the
as
diamond
we
spot
can
is high
see,
and the diamond spot's high enough that I don't think he'll be worried about which one of them has the shortage. I almost said the wrong word, sorry.
You were close.
I
You were
was
very
close.
to the shortage being something else.
Yes.
I think in the chat, people are banned for the F word, which is Flannery, and I'm sorry to ban myself. But also, I believe shortness will now be a banning exercise as well.
But the G word too?
Okay,
The G word banned as well for Gerber?
Oh, I think Gerber definitely was a banned word before I even got here. I think so. Gavin just taking his time here, thinking about the auction, and as you said, I mean, if you're playing bridge and you're on opening lead, take a moment and review the auction. And it's easy these days, it's either on in front of you
I
at the
mean,
table or it's here.
I mean,
And
one thing is like there's no prize for finishing ahead of everyone
No
else
way. Exactly.
or before everyone else. It's probably a better way. There's
Oh
obviously a
my God,
prize for finish.
we just keep devolving into grammar and English.
So, so, so Rob, you mentioned that the auction is right out in front of you. In the United States, we traditionally just pick up our bidding cards when the bidding is done.
Yes.
Elsewhere in the
Yes.
world, they leave the bidding cards out
Until the lead.
until after the opening lead, which is something
That's
that some
smart.
suggested to CNC, and we might be considering adopting that as the
I mean,
protocol.
that just makes sense to me because, especially
Yes.
for beginning players, I think I'm going to just do that in all my beginning classes. It just makes sense, just to get people in the habit of doing that in general. It's good stuff. There's the stiff diamond lead, and now it's just going to go spade, duck to the jack or king, and
I wonder
then
what he was hoping to achieve reading his diamond. Like, it feels like maybe like I personally would be worried that maybe I would
because partner has no
pick up
entries, you
this.
mean, right?
Right, right. I'm the one with the key card. I'm not,
Right,
partner's not going to get in to give me a rough.
right.
So I'd be afraid like maybe I'm helping declare solve the diamond suit if that were a problem for him. But maybe he figures, well, who cares about that so much given Dummy's going to be hitting with a lot of clubs and I
Hmm.
have pretty little of those.
So at this point,
Right.
he's thinking, okay, worst case, I have to take a diamond finesse for my contract, but now he's going to get
No, diamonds are solid.
oh, sorry, he already won the first trick with the queen of diamonds. Sorry, it looks like a weird position here. There we go.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah, nothing mattered there
He
unless
just
clubs were
no, he's
available.
just going to probably lead a spade through whomever he thinks is more likely to have stiff ace.
Hmm.
And just hope he makes it from there.
So we'll probably see a little bit of a swing from board 10 as well coming for.
That was a
You know what?
more plus 300 here.
You know what? I'm looking at a different table. I'm looking at the Fleischer match, which is going well for Fleischer so far, 37 to 18. A little less than our score, but Imp's flying around everywhere so far. Heart of spade. And what's your pleasure with the north hand? Is that Cupid territory?
Giving him a past hand, sure.
In fact, we talked about that yesterday, Danny. It's nice when you're a past hand because you can cubid more aggressively because your ceiling is low. It's just like, okay, I have the best past hand, so maybe not that amazing hand you would be as an unpassed hand.
Right.
Right.
And to use, rough high card suggestions, normally a limit raise there would be 10 to 12-ish. But given that you can have 12, they can lower it to 9 to 11, say.
Yep, yep,
And even if you discount that jack of hearts, you do have 9
yeah,
And
other
you
high
do
card.
still have a roughing value in hearts.
exactly.
Yeah. Although
Um,
your
Three
roughing
low
value in
trumps
hearts is a
is
little
scary
nebulous.
though.
All
Your
right.
roughing value in hearts is a little nebulous in that if West is also short in hearts, they're probably going to have a
Right.
spade spot higher.
They're having an over rough possibility.
Yeah, it'd be nicer to have something like Jack third off of spades where you can just over rough whatever small trumps that West might have if the hearts are 2-2 between you and West.
Yeah,
Let's
there's a
see.
good thing about no more view graph operators because first of all, that's a tough job for sure, and second of all, we don't have any mistakes as far as, and it wasn't necessarily a view graph operator mistake. It's just it was hard to kind of see what's going on at the table and do all your other work. Here, it's just done for you, which is amazing.
I mean, having the explanations is huge
Yeah,
too.
right
Like,
from the horse's mouth, basically from the player
yeah.
making the bid. It's amazing.
So Weinstein just went right to four spades. Had a hand he might have considered no trump. He's balanced and he has a heart stopper, but only one. If he has something like King Jack third of hearts, he might have given
Oh,
Bobby a choice. But
right. Also, his hand is slow.
yeah,
Right. So
Yeah,
even if he catches his partner with the second heart stopper, it's still probably not enough.
he's still got to knock out some other things to get his winners done in no trump.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. So little discovery play here by Gavin. Find out who is the king of hearts while he still has the stopper and dummies long suit. So it's not like it's likely to go away. Um,
you can imagine Declare having. Oh yeah, he only has a double in club as well. So I was gonna say you can imagine Declare having King of one club and maybe pitching a heart, but Here we can just rough that away as well.
Right. Also, it'd be a bit weird if partner had six clubs and four hearts and didn't raise.
Simpson and Rodwell only played 4 spades on that last board, so opportunities for Fleischer again in that
Well,
match.
it's interesting in a precision context, the North Hand isn't so clearly worth a strong move because that splinter might be a little more shaded, I guess. I don't know. It's a thought.
Vince and Cran are in the process. Cran is splintered after a club, a spade, 2 hearts. Club pass, a spade, 2 hearts, excuse me.
Yeah.
So here, Weinstein knows he's got a heart and a diamond to lose for sure. He can be pretty sure that the hearts are 5-3, given the 2 hearts lead. So he'll be able to rough a heart in the dummy.
And although East did open the bidding, it is a third seed opener.
Mm-hmm. So you can
Uh,
imagine a world where West has king nine, third of spades. If you try to rough a heart and then take a losing spade finesse, and then they can cross the diamond, then maybe get another heart over. Oh no, you've
well, then I could rough high, but
yeah,
then I might be creating a second trump loser where none existed.
yeah.
Just on a
All right.
previous note, in the UK and in New Zealand, they do leave their bidding box cards out until the opening lead. That,
Yeah.
how have we missed out on that one, guys? On this side of the pond, it seems so logical, like the metric system.
I don't know, but it seems miles better.
Can we please, somebody in charge that might be watching this, can we just stop having daylight savings time, please? Just stop it. Stop. I can't.
Yes.
When I gain an hour, it messes me up. When I lose an hour, it's just
Well, can I make an alternative proposal? We
okay.
stop having standard time and just have a daylight savings time all the time.
That's fine. Yeah, either I don't care which way we go. Just tell me what time it is and never change it.
You wouldn't like some of the cruises that I did back in the day
Well,
where,
or you could just move to Arizona.
yeah, Arizona doesn't
Yeah,
change much.
Arizona's. Yeah, exactly. However,
So
I
I did
like.
a bunch of cruises with my wife where we went around the world, and during that process, you gain an hour 24 different times.
Yeah, right. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I like the idea of a New Year's cruise on the international date line because
Mm.
you get 2 New Year's Eves basically. That always kind of intrigued me. Did you ever hit that one up, Danny?
No, no, nothing like that.
So 4 spades making 5 here. That looked like easy money there. Not
Yeah, I
Why don't
much
we
just
going
just
on.
charter a plane to fly north along the date line and zigzag?
So you're seeing now you found a break of the time continuum. We can just live forever. What?
Yes.
well, and if you do a world cruise, you actually lose a day of your life.
Because
In that
of the.
you cross the date line once, but you don't cross it back the other way.
I gotcha. So yeah,
And you
you're
get in exchange for that, you get 24 days that have 25 hours in them. Anyway, back to bridge. Weinstein's got one no Trump opener here.
uh,
A little surprised Gavin passed.
yeah, that looks like an opener in today's like USBF. In fact, that is a little surprise, right?
I
Especially
suspect
like
Levin's going
since
to
you
bid.
get in such a good lead director.
Yeah, your club
But
suit's so amazing.
and look what what might happen. Yeah, one no,
Some sort
three
of.
no.
Oh yeah, wow, just
And
3-0 with that hand. Wow, is that just an imps like I have a 4 3 3 9 count? Let's dance.
yeah, let's dance.
That is.
Uh
No, he's definitely not going to lead a club.
no,
Which
but
beats it
he
right
Oh,
over.
he'll have another chance.
Yeah, he only has
so
7 tricks so far.
he has eight tricks if he goes what is the wrong way in diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. If he cashes king of diamonds and then takes a finesse.
I mean, wow.
Whoa!
Oh, well, enough said
Maybe
there.
maybe Gavin did
Wow.
open a club.
That
No.
Al wants to know: do you get to pick the day of life you want to lose? Because that's a lovely
No,
benefit.
Gavin does have a like he's unlikely to play his partner to have a doubleton club here, but boy, if his partner does have 10 doubleton and he wins this, that's goodbye to his club suit.
Right, sure. So the answer to your question, Rob, is no, you don't get to pick the day. In fact, I've sailed on cruises where somebody lost their birthday.
Oh my, that's weird. Also, yeah, they crossed
Wait,
over
wait. So
on.
they're not. They didn't get older.
Yeah,
Right.
they see we found the fountain of youth. It's just you know.
Well, then there was another person on one of the cruises who was born on February 29th. So we celebrated her 20th birthday, which was really her 80th birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
There's some more people are telling their travel time gaining stories. I feel like
So, so let's see what's Gavin thinking here. Like, obviously,
is
he's trying
is
to
he
figure
maybe
out: do I win this
considering is
club?
this 10 Doubleton? Should I win it? Should I let it go?
Right. Well,
And,
the
and
thing is if it is 10 Doubleton, then his partner certainly has some diamond length, so that makes it safer to duck.
Here he goes.
Yeah, he's just not risking it.
Yep. And now,
and Doubleton is
My part, it would
it's
be
sort of an
really
unattractive
weird.
lead against no Trump too. I mean,
Yeah, it'd just be a really weird lead. And also your partner makes this great lead.
yeah,
And
right.
yeah, like you don't want to give it back. Like you how would you
Yeah, I
feel
totally get it.
if you found the 10 of clubs lead is less and your partner ducked because I was worried declared queen third and now they made it. Like, you'd be like, well, so much for that lead.
so I'm guessing also Weinstein might have inferred exactly what was going on in the hand and guessed the diamonds correctly if they did duck.
Right. Yes.
Started with King of Diamonds and then a
Bathurst
spectacular.
Herd bidding to six spades also on that hand number 11. That will be a pickup. They only played four spades at the other table as long as they make it.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Huh.
a couple boards left at this table. I think we are at the fastest table in the event, maybe. Maybe not.
Well, I mean,
No, we are at the fastest table. Gru Moss are a little behind. They're playing Rodwell Simpson.
they still have not uploaded any of the scores to the USBF website for this round.
So they haven't finished yet.
So Weinstein
Right.
here played for a squeeze of some sort instead of a stiff honor in Gavin's hand and went down two.
Mm.
Well, good lead by Chris without any help from an opening bid. That's easy money there. Here we go.
And if Gavin had opened, they would never have gotten to 3-0.
That's fair point, right? Because he's just Queen Doubleton opposite three small. You're not working it.
Yeah, go like a club, a diamond.
And they just
Right.
updated the USBF site showing the scores, so it looks like these guys are finishing up. It's amazing how quickly some of these guys play these sets. Sorry, Danny, go ahead.
I'm guessing if you open a club that North South would have played a spade partial of some sort.
Uh,
Weinstein would have doubled and whether or not
oh, God, yeah, on the last 10, you mean, yeah.
yeah. 11 would have been maybe two spades. I don't know. They might have even gotten to four spades. They would have gotten to a spade partial or something, a spade contract of some sort, though. I guess.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Guys,
He might have just overcalled a diamond too. You're right. It could have gone either way.
this is now by far the most well-attended live stream. Congratulations, gentlemen. I knew it.
Oh, what? Because there are three of us?
As soon as we put Owen and Danny together, the crowds just started going crazy. So, welcome to maybe the greatest viewed event in the. No, I'm kidding. I would say, wouldn't you think like the '60s trials and things like that were like massively viewed, in whatever way you could view it, like after the fact or whatever. But that there was so much interest back in the heyday of bridge, I would guess.
Yeah, the way you viewed the '60s trials was you waited 6 weeks to read about it in the
In
bulletin.
the bridge world or something, yeah, right.
In the bulletin. Well, you 6 weeks in the bulletin and then another couple months because the bridge world would make a more in-depth report. But
Yeah, yeah,
so here I think Weinstein's just going to bid four spades.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Sort of has a two-way four-spade bid. You know, if I might be making four spades.
A careful play will see him through in four spades. He just has to duck one round of hearts.
Interesting, yeah. King Queen 10 all on side here.
Yeah,
And it
but
could be
by
a club
ducking
heart
one, he
spade.
now cuts the east-west hands off from one another. so East never gets on
Because
lead
there's no
in time.
diamond entry.
Right, and then so the clubs take care of Dummy's remaining hearts.
Amazing.
So if he does try four spades, what will Lincoln do? He's got an attractive
Yeah,
hand
that
to take out double.
I mean, Lincoln, his partner's made a pass hand takeout double. Certainly, his partner is a stiff spade
Right.
or a void, right?
And
But
he just has.
oh, well now
So this
Weinstein is
is
soft pedaling.
okay. Some sort of
Maybe
natural game try. That's assuming.
Well,
I
he's
mean
always
maybe
intending the big game at some point, I think.
yes. I think his
Yeah.
biggest concern is if he bids 4 spades and they bid 5 diamonds,
Right.
Interesting.
right?
He
Like,
won't know what to do with that.
So he's
Right.
trying to kind of.
trying to like bring. Also, like it is barely conceivable they have a slam. Like his partner's ace of spades, king of hearts, or ace of spades, ace of clubs, right? Like
Yeah.
that
Sure.
that could easily be a slam. Obviously with a club bid.
Or he could have 0 working high cards.
No, that's right. Oh, but who knew the 9 of clubs was the
the crucial card here.
Mm.
A nice card.
Yeah, you might see us get a club past West ace.
So it feels like Will Lincoln, 3 diamonds isn't enough for Will Lincoln. I think he's just trying to figure out what other options there are.
Well, there are a lot of options for sure, but his partner's past hand. So
There's
yeah.
the 3 diamond bid. Does Bobby take action here? Depends on what he thinks 3 clubs is, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I would think a lot of pairs play that if they've made a bid that forces them theoretically to the next level, that retreating to that level is the weakest. Here we have an alert on 3 spades.
Worst.
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Also notice that Will Lincoln, when he bid 3 diamonds, knew that the opponents were going to bid to 3 spades.
Yeah.
Right, because he knows
That's
his
just
partner
bid
has a
3
stiff
diamonds
spade.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gavin sort of has what he promised. The past hand, perfect shape, 9 high
Right.
card bids.
Ceding control to Willenkin, and Weinstein kind of now knows the depths of the terribleness of Bobby's hand. Says that's a pretty standard situation. If you have a pass as an option, kind of the later action is the better hand usually. In certain
Wilber's hand
auctions.
also got a little better on the auction in that Weinstein bidding 3 clubs. Now his 4 little clubs might be opposite.
Yeah, good point.
Shortage there.
And he does have a 4th diamond.
If partner has side values, they're more likely to be in hearts and clubs. Although here they have the ace of clubs, not the ace of hearts. But
Curious what Gavin is thinking about.
he's thinking about bidding 4 diamonds. I mean, that's the only thing I could think.
Yeah. I guess he just wants to confirm for his partner, hey, I actually have 4 diamonds and a stiff spade.
Yeah, he might have been 1, 4, 3, 5, for example.
Sure.
Or he might just think both 4 diamonds and 3 spades are making.
Yeah, for sure. Now, does Will Lincoln light it up? Does he pass? Does he bid?
If he lights it up, they have a chance to get a nice plus score here.
Well, except I believe 4 spades can always be made.
So the table where Gavin passed his ace king jack 5th of clubs, they opened a precision 2 diamonds at the other table with the diamond short ace. So a much different auction.
Yes.
I'll let you know where they end up.
All right. Bobby is like, he's probably ecstatic about getting the double.
Yeah, it's his only. It's the only feature of his hand other than his 4-card spade suit, right?
And he is a stiff in his partner's side
right.
suit.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
Like, that sounds good to me. And in fact, what are they going to go down here? They're going to lose
2 clubs, a heart,
and
A
diamond.
One diamond.
It'll be interesting. But I
mean, Chris knows
expect...
who to play for shortness and diamonds for sure.
No, oh no!
Shortage.
Oh my God! I was wondering what you were reacting to. It's just completely beyond me. Shortage. Pardon me, folks. Apologies. I will time myself out now. I'm like, what happened in the play? I'm looking at the board as Owen's reacting. Like, what did?
Uh,
So
so I'd probably lead a heart up at this point.
Yeah, it seems like that. You sort of want to rough your spades in the dummy, but you need some transportation, and you're going to have to lose the ace of hearts.
Right. And on this bidding, the ace of hearts is certainly known to be with Sal.
Sure. Is there any fear about 11? You know, 11's not going to be able to pitch enough hearts on clubs.
Right.
Or will he? He's going to pitch 2 hearts, and then if they play the 4th club,
So apparently, there's a drinking game going on for people that are watching and are too scared to put it in the chat. But every time I say sweat, apparently I say that a lot because I like sweating the action, man. I like to.
my bridge partner Phil Clayton suggested you should have to take a drink every time you make a poker reference.
But
So
that's the problem. I played too much poker, Danny. It's terrible. Like it's like these words just. And then I live with a bunch of bridge players, but also they use poker terms as well. So it's terrible.
So 11 did pitch away all of his hearts on the run of
Yeah, he's
clubs.
hoping his partner has the ace of spades rather than not. That way he can get his partner in, get a heart rough.
Right.
Oh, that's an interesting situation. Low diamond is led. Bobby might have been tempted to play low and hope to just get 2 natural diamond tricks, but
He kind of
Yes, he
knows
fit-
that Chris knows also, though, right? At
Right,
this point in the hand,
yeah.
after we've played this many
no,
cards.
Chris has a full implicit count
Hmm.
or inferential count, whatever.
Right.
But now he can just draw trumps. There's nothing they can do. Diamonds galore.
And this is a close match, guys. 7 imps separating them now. We're only in 2-0 on the board where they get the first 5 club tricks. So that'll be a slight swing if they can take it down 1 or less. And I think they can make 2. No. Well,
Is this hand where in order to make the 8th trick, you need to start with the king of diamonds and hook?
yes,
bust out
exactly. So and
They can make it.
whoa, no, they're gonna make it now. The club 10 of club led floated to the queen. They ducked it with
Yeah, so-
with righty's hand, so they're gonna make it.
That'll be at least 5 or 6 imps to the
Rosenthal.
match. So, Rob, you're saying this is a close match. All these matches are
Sorry,
close.
what's the contract?
They're in 2-0 trump at the other table on the previous board where they're in 3-0 down 2 at this table. So sorry,
Yeah.
Danny, you were asking something as well.
I'm saying all the matches are close, given that it's 120 boards. Even if somebody-
Totally. Yeah.
It's a
Just
close match.
I'm just providing the requisite tension, for the audience here.
All right.
But you're right. It doesn't like any of these could swing wildly from here to the end. We have lots of time left. 2 days.
Well, this seems like East West will bid routinely to 4 hearts.
So it'll go a heart,
Yep.
and
It's 2
Gavin is
hearts.
going to gain
Some sort of
force.
game force, and then show your heart fit, and that's about it. Looks not terribly exciting. Let's keep track of that other match there.
This is the last board of this segment, by the way. We play 15 board segments, not
Yep.
16.
Yep.
USBF.
And I'll see you guys for another dance in about 40 minutes, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, do I need to use the same link or
No, I'll send you both a different link. I didn't want to send them both to you because of any confusion of sending them. But before we end this board, let me say thank you to our experts. Every day gets better. Owen and Danny. We'll see you in the next one. So I don't have to thank you too profusely right now. I'll say that there was a shortage of people willing to do this at a time, and now we have a plethora of options. So thank you.
You'll find that more people are willing to do it as we get deeper in the event as well.
Totally, and there's just more. Like Adam Grosek will probably do something as he bounced out yesterday. So maybe we can get our old teammate Owen J Don in on this. My channel loves J Don. They because J Don did a lot of work when Gavin and I were doing that stuff during the pandemic. So he's a superstar, is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know if you knew that as a teammate.
Oh, he is. He really is.
So 3 diamonds doesn't show extras here, huh? This is just. Oh, sorry. He's just
show extras, but the interesting thing is that he's raising on 3-card support, which suggests that Gavin's 2 diamond bid is following the expert approach of showing 5.
Yep.
So with balanced hands without a 5-card red suit over or a 5-card suit over one of a major, you just bid 2 clubs.
Yep.
It's a very modern, popular treatment these days.
They're even extending it if partner opens a major and you have 3-card support with 5 in the other major, you're supposed to respond 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's serious at this table about going any further.
No, that's non-serious. No, 3 spades is non-serious.
Exactly. That was what I was saying. No one's serious about going further on this end. That's what I meant.
Was 3 spades just straight non-serious?
Yep, straight artificial non-serious.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, he does have a primed out 13, but yeah, his partner is not.
If partner can't squeak over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you in the audience not familiar, the idea is that he didn't want to just sign off in 4 hearts because he's got 3 prime cards, but he didn't want to make a slam try on his own, given that he was limited, unlimited, basically, could have as many as 18, 19 points here.
Totally.
So in between those 2 steps, he's saying, partner, if you've got a good hand, I have a hand that's slam suitable, but if you don't, you're not interested in slam, I'm not either.
And it's so important to have that those tons of different ranges to deal with, because you're making better decisions now as a partnership. You realize more of the
slam bidding
range.
Slam bidding's gotten much better with this serious or non-serious. It doesn't. There are theoretical reasons to play one versus the other or not.
But as long as you have some agreement on which one is which, you're doing well. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
It's funny that speaking of old bridge worlds back in the '60s, you see a lot of 5 major bids. Like that was their one of their best slam. Like, hey, well, let's bid 5 here and do that.
And you had to know, was it
second round
was it asking for? Do you have good trump?
Well, not only do you have to know what it is, you have to make sure that you're not in danger of going down in 5 on a 4-0 split.
Yeah, there was a lot more just random judgment in that game than we have way more scientific methods now.
Well, they needed that 5 major bid because otherwise it was that or Blackwood. No key card.
That's right, no key card.
All right.
Presumably he's going to start taking heart finesses and he leaves the 7 of hearts out of the dummy.
Duncan.
Yes.
Lead the 10 and hold the lead in the dummy.
See, this wonderful serious non-serious did such a good job of keeping us out of his slam that they had to leave a spade to beat.
Yeah, just on a club and heart finesse, right?
Yeah, I needed heart to behave. You probably even needed diamonds to behave.
Yeah, it's not the lowest percentage slam I've ever been in, but it's trending that direction.
I think I've been at the lowest percentage slam that's ever made in the history of bridge, but for another day.
I told a story yesterday of the lowest percentage slam ever when my partner forgot that they transferred and tried to sign off and shake their head and say don't bid anymore. So I bid a grand slam.
But it didn't make.
Didn't have to. Erez Hendelman was to my right, and he goes, I don't think I need to double 7 hearts. He just showed ace jack 10 9 7th of hearts.
Let's jump over to the other table and see.
Let's do it. They're currently, I believe, on the previous board, ending it here. Oh, whoa, 5 spades doubled. Here we go.
See, we were talking about how Weinstein laid the groundwork for having a better idea of what to do over 5 diamonds by bidding 3 clubs.
And
here's Kraniak just
the
bid
result
4
of that.
spades, and now he had to guess.
Fitz didn't feel like he could double 4-5 diamonds in front of his partner, given that four spades might have just been a gambling bid and they may not be.
Right,
But
right. His
Owen brings up a
partner
really
had
good point. The kind of more deliberate direction that Steve took got him the answer. Hey, partner has a bad hand, basically, and now he has better decision making possibilities.
Well, no, it let partner use his judgment to double 5 diamonds.
Right, because he
That's the
feel
key point there.
right.
The hand.
He was able to describe before making that bid, basically, and both sides were right. So what's he gonna lose here? He's gonna lose
he's
a
got to lose
couple
a
of
heart. Yeah,
hearts.
no, just one heart.
Just one he can pitch on the
Mm,
clubs.
yeah.
Just can only rough one. Okay. So that will be
9 imps to nickel.
and that Fleischer's opened up a 27-point margin.
That's still close.
Still close.
No,
Totally,
no,
Danny. I'm not going to say it's not
no,
close,
it's
but
a 17 margin.
55 to 28 is 27 in my book.
I
But,
see 55 to 38.
ooh, am I behind on this one? Sometimes when you have several windows open, it's I see 55-28 still. But you know what? Are you looking at the USBF scores?
I am.
I'm looking at the Love Bridge behind.
Ah,
that.
so they haven't finished the board.
So they're gonna win 10. Thanks for ruining the surprise for all those people watching live, Owen. You know, it's
Yeah,
really nice.
I do what I can. I
All right, we know what's
I
gonna
try,
happen. Well, we know what's gonna happen in this board. They're gonna do the
No,
same
we
sort of
can't be
thing. What do you think?
100% sure.
We'll look at the auction for sure, and then we'll.
Yeah, I was just going to suggest that this might be an upgrade for Hampson to the 14 to 16.
Because they play
no-shows.
14 to 16 range. Got it.
and I mean Hampson is the one of the biggest upgraders out there. I think they just play any 13 count with any 5 card suit. They just upgrade.
Yeah. Well, so you get a bit
And
puppets
it's puppet, and they're gonna find their heart fit.
The important
Yeah.
point about opening this hand in no trump for Hampson and Greco's style, I believe, is that they're not going to bid over a force with no trump or semi force with no trump with a 5-3-2 hand.
Right.
This hand is far too strong to just pass a no trump if partner has.
I mean, this hand is
11.
objectively worth at least 14.
Yeah, sure.
In fact, at the Moss Grew, they also play the 14 to 16 variety. I believe it went 1-0, 3-0, and they made 12 tricks also.
Oof.
For those of you who follow Bridgewinners, Kit Woolsey's weekly article has a hand where they are also playing a 14 to 16 no trump, and his partner or he did not open a 13 with an ace jack 10 fifth of a major. They opened one spade. So he would not agree with Hampton and Greco's style here.
Got it. And I think this might be a good time to break, guys. We have about 30 minutes to the next set. You guys are both coming back, so I'll say goodbye to you later. But I will say thank you so much, and I'll send you guys a link to the next one. And for those of you watching on Twitch and YouTube, thanks for making this a very well attended broadcast. And we'll see you for set 2 in about 30 minutes, folks, and for the rest of the day as well. Thank you, and thanks for all those wonderful chats. We'll see you again super soon, folks. Take care. Owen, Danny, you're amazing.
See you soon, Rob.
Thanks, Rob. See you soon.